This short video is going to address two important market statistics that all realtors, buyers, and sellers should know if they want to be in a position to properly negotiate a transaction to its best outcome. The statistics directly relate to the relationship between the supply and demand for homes at different price points. The supply of homes for sale has been far too low all year, and it's much worse now than it was 1 year ago. But that doesn't mean it's as bad today as what we've seen previously this year. In fact, we've seen significant relative improvement. As I've pointed out in the past, when buyers go online and look at homes for sale, more than 1/2 of the listings are not really available. The supply of homes for sale in Tallahassee is far too low for buyers to be able to casually shop for a home, but there is an upside for today's buyers. This graph provides more than 10 years worth of inventory status conditions, segmenting the market by those listings with and without buyer contracts. And the first statistic that I want to address can be seen as the dashed green line, which plots the under contract trend. This is the 1-year average of the percentage of homes in the inventory that are already under contract with buyers and thus are not really available. This under contract trend has hit an all-time high of 57%. We had never seen this trend hit 40% until last year, but it's blown past that mark by a mile. What this means to buyers is that over the past year, at any given time, there was an average of 57% of the inventory under contract with other buyers, meaning only 43% of the listings were truly available. I've mentioned how hard finding a home is for buyers before, and by the way, if you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing now so that you get all the content when it's fresh and most relevant. Seasonality, coupled with a small rise in mortgage interest rates, has brought more opportunities for buyers. Today's inventory, while still far too low, has more available homes than we saw back in May. When we remove the homes for sale that already are under contract, there are 51% more homes for buyers to see than what they would have found in May. Look where the yellow arrow points in the graph. We see the red bars rising, meaning the available number of listings is on the rise, even as the long-term trend suggests otherwise. If you're trying to buy a home to lock in super low mortgage interest rates, the timing might be optimal for you right now. There are actually more available homes for you to view than would have been in any of the past 6 months. Again, the ratio of homes under contract is higher than it was last year, and that is why the under contract trend continues to rise. But today, there are 538 homes for sale in Leon County not under contracts versus just 356 in May. Of course, that's not 538 homes for sale equally distributed across all price ranges, and this is why we need our second statistic to track. We have to dig a little deeper to see specific supply and demand numbers for each buyer and seller. While the previous graph showed the overall market has about 43% of the listings available right now, this next graph breaks it down by price range to show you how competitive each price point really is. The blue bars measure the number of homes under contract, while the red bars count the number of homes without contracts. The gray line plots the under contract ratio and is recorded on the right vertical axis. Finally, the yellow field approximates market equilibrium, the level we expect to see the under contract ratio fall in a balanced market. Anywhere you see the gray bar fall within the yellow field, like for homes priced between $750,000 and $800,000, the market is balanced. When the gray bar falls below it, we refer to this as a buyer's market. And when the gray bar is above the yellow field, we refer to this as a seller's market. Clearly, the market favors sellers at most price ranges, but not equally. The most competitive price point is from $300,000 to $350,000, where more than 70% of the homes for sale are already under contract with buyers. It's as hard to shop that price range as it was back in much of the summer. Another thing to point out is the height of each bar. The higher the bars, the more homes that are there. Thus, we can feel confident about the findings of the report. As we move right on the graph to the higher price ranges, we tend to see volatility because a single home, coming or going, could immediately change the results from a seller's market to a buyer's market, or vice versa. We use this graph to determine a buyer's or seller's position in the negotiation process. For example, if you're getting ready to sell a $300,000 home in Tallahassee, you should know that there's nearly no competition and that buyers will be ready to pounce when you hit the market. This is why a strong omni-channel pre-marketing plan is critical. You don't want just a few people to get to the home on the first day your listing is available. You want hordes of buyers showing up so that you can get them competing against each other, which allows you to get full market value or higher for your home. On the other hand, if you're buying a home priced above $750,000, you're actually in a soft buyer's market. There won't likely be a herd of buyers competing for this home, so you can work a little stronger negotiation plan when you offer on the home. If you think the home is overpriced, then it's not likely the seller is going to be getting multiple offers, so you can negotiate. Regardless of whether you are selling, buying, or both, these two graphs and the statistics they display are critical components of your transactional preparation process. I can't tell you how many times we've had buyers deliver a lowball offer on a home even when we had full price offers already in hand. Do you know how ridiculous the buyers and their agents looked? We didn't even respond to their offers. It left the buyers wondering what to do next. If you want to be happy with the results of your next real estate negotiation, make sure you plan ahead by selecting the best agent for the job and by studying the key market conditions that will guide you in your negotiations. If you are both selling and buying, you won't be negotiating from the same position each time, so you need to apply the right negotiation posture to each transaction. Don't walk into the market blind. Be prepared. By the way, if you're planning to both sell and buy in Tallahassee, talk to us about our stress-free move program. With the inventory low, many people are finding it easy to get their home sold, but then are finding it difficult to get another home under contract. We are beta testing a new process where we get your home under contract with no requirement to close until you find a suitable place to live. It's stress-free because you can take your time buying, knowing that you have a buyer in hand waiting for you to find your next home. If you're ready to sell your home, conditions remain extremely favorable for you to get top dollar while also controlling the time frame of your move. Simply give us a call and we'll schedule a time to put your best plan together. Inventories will rise over the next few months, but so too will interest rates. It's a race against time to put historically low mortgage interest rate money into your pocket. If you would like to see more videos about current housing market conditions, I've assembled a great playlist that you can view by clicking on the box on the top left corner of your screen. For a playlist of short videos with quick property tours, just click on the box below it. Please remember to like this video, check out the links below it, and subscribe to our channel so that you never miss anything.